Hey friends, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am the Transpondster, and today we are doing a speed build in Moonwood Mill. It is the world that came with the Werewolves game pack. It will be a limited pack build, meaning I'm only using that Werewolves game pack and the base game. So very download friendly from the gallery. If you don't have a lot of expansion packs, I feel like if you're an occult player, maybe you're more directed to like vampires, werewolves, those types, realm of magic maybe. So I feel like this one's yeah, good for that. It is also a starter home, so even though it is 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and there are 2 beds here that could sleep up to 3 Sims, I do keep the budget to under 20,000 simoleons. So if you have just 1 Sim, you can still move on in here and it'll be no problem. You'll be able to do it. Granted, you won't have many simoleons left after you move in, but that's pretty much the same with any starter build. Plus, this starter is equipped with everything you need to get your Sims going. There is a TV, so you won't have to worry about their fun need. And I do slot out like a desk area, but I don't put a computer in yet. That would be, I guess, kind of your first checkpoint that you'll want to hit, I suppose, after your Sims get a job. I kind of kicked myself later for not realizing that that master bedroom I planned on the bottom floor did not have 4 wide going on in tile space. So I did improvise later on in the build when I got to decorating downstairs, and I do make the floor plan slightly bigger. It is a little awkward and some of the rooms are weird shapes, but I think it works. It gives the home character, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus, it should be fully functional. There's plenty of room to walk around. Your Sims really only need half a tile space. So even though the bedroom where the double bed does end up being is only 3 spaces wide, I don't have any nightstands or anything else blocking the bed there. So your Sims will have no problem getting in the bed on both sides. Or you could always just tuck it against one of the walls and your Sims could scoot over, which I would say is the less than ideal way to do that one, but it'll work either way. I was a little bummed that not all the windows match. The longer wide ones are, I kind of contradicted myself there. Longer wide ones. The wider ones are a slightly lighter wood tone, but that I feel like is normal in the game. Wallpaper was a little bit tricky for this one. I had a vision and nothing matched my vision, so I again improvised with what was available to me with the 2 packs that I was using, or rather the base game and 1 pack that I was using. So yeah, I think it all turned out. I wanted the home to have a little bit more of an older rundown feel to it, which is why I picked the roof coloring that came with Werewolves with the mossy texturing, because it just looks like it hasn't been updated in more than a few years, and the family that maybe I guess would have lived here before, because it is a starter home, which is kind of for a new family. But I imagine the family that lived here prior just kind of didn't have any more effort to give the home. Maybe they were at the end of their days of caring for property, so it just kind of sat how it was, stood still in time. It didn't evolve with the years, but that's okay, because now this new family has moved in and they can make it their own. I say that like there is a family. I don't actually know if I'm gonna make a family for this one. More often than not, I do make families for the homes that I fully furnish, but this one I just kind of wanted to show that it fit the furniture first off, and that you could fully furnish this home with that starter budget and not worry about like having empty space everywhere. In fact, it's kind of the opposite problem because I had a hard time getting the dining and living room situation sorted with this little square of a space that I had. But like I said, that is part of the reason I wanted to get the furniture in here, is because I wanted to show a layout that would work with the space, as awkward as it might be for the floor plan. Usually I try and make really functional floor plans, and I'm not saying that this one isn't, but I usually keep in mind how many tiles I need for the furniture to fit in the room, whereas here I just kind of made it work because, to be honest, the outside of this build is what I was kind of caring more about, how it blended in with the world. It is going to be for my realistic save file, so it does kind of have a Hood River feel. And for those that may not know, Hood River is in Oregon, which is where I felt like Moonwood Mill kind of fell in to place with that woodsy feel. I'm hoping maybe if anyone from that area is watching it, you see how it kind of came through here. I don't know. Maybe when I get the landscaping done, I should be saying this kind of stuff, because I think the landscaping on this lot ends up making it really blend in with the background. So we'll see that in a minute. Anyways, I did heavily rely on debug for landscaping, like I usually do when it comes to a starter build, because if you check out that top left corner, I am at the end of my budget here, so I didn't have room to play with plants, but thank God debug gives us the opportunity to do that and make these starter lots look somewhat decent from the outside, not so empty, plain and boring. So thank you, debug. If you don't have Better Build by Twisted Mexes, there are cheat codes. I've thrown them up on the screen before, but it isn't hard to Google them either. So we'll see how I'm feeling when it comes to editing this video, and maybe I'll remember to type them on in for you again, because they are a little lengthy, so it just doesn't make sense for me to say them. Anyway, I'm going to start to give my little wrap-up spiel, because those screenshots always sneak up on me at the end. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate the time you're giving me to be here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. It really helps show your support. I get a little giddy every time, not going to lie, and it helps me a lot in that YouTube algorithm. Helps other people like you find my channel, and yeah, it lets me keep on growing and gives me a little extra motivation to do what I'm doing here. So hope you enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of your day as well. Bye guys.